arguing about tattoos.
Yep, I heard.
Who's that person that was Lone Wolf?
I have no idea.
I know there was another kept calling him Wolfie, but I knew that's not Wolfie. That's somebody else. They're called Lone Wolf was the name of their channel.
Yeah, I have no idea who that was.
All right.
Yeah, they were calling him Wolfie.
Let me know when we can get this started there, Wolf.
Well, I've hit the go. We got two in here listening already. Welcome in, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Football Pick'em Show, the show where we review picks from the previous week, and then we pick games for this week. First off, from the whole panel, we want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and hope you all are having a good time. My name is Brett Alt. I'm the announcer for the show. We on the panel, we have myself, we have the crazy guy from Florida, Ted, and then our main man. Let's throw it to our host, the Howler from Knoxville, Tennessee, Wolfie. Wolfie, over to you.
All right, Brett. Thank you. Cruising is fun. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, so we got a lot to go over. Angel and D-Man will probably come in here just a little bit. They probably having a bit of a sleepy start. I think the best route to go will start with do our usual start with the recap of the bowl games from this last week. Go to the NFL from this last week, and then do the NFL, and then go back to college. As far as the upcoming week pick'ems. So, Brett, we are ready to start when you are.
Alrighty then. I think we start from Tuesday the 16th, if I remember correctly, or do we start from the 18th? So,
Let's see here. We did start from the Wednesday following. So let's see here.
Thursday we just
Tuesday
started.
was Old Dominion versus South Florida. So it would have been
Wednesday.
after
That was
that.
that was Wednesday.
Yeah. So it's after that. Yeah.
So we'll start Thursday. All right then. Starting on Thursday from in the Xbox Bowl, Missouri State versus Arkansas State. Arkansas State 34, Missouri State 28.
All right. And Angel took that one. He said Arkansas State by 8. There was two of us that went with Missouri State. That was myself and D-Man. So the next game,
I don't even know how many points I picked, but
you said 10.
10
Ted.
does. Okay, I said 10
All right.
does.
I'm going to save the playoff games for last. So that means I'm going to save the Friday one for last there, Wolf. So
That's fine.
all right. First off, next up in the Myrtle Beach Bowl, we had Western Michigan and Kennesaw State. Western Michigan blew out Kennesaw State 41-6.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be a closer game. I actually
Yeah.
thought Kennesaw State would pull
Yep.
it off, but D-Man got that one. He said Western Michigan by 35, so he got that one on the nose.
Yeah,
Our,
Kennesaw State was a really surprise this year.
yeah. Next up, the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. NC State versus Memphis. And in a shocker, NC State 31, Memphis 7.
All right, so only one went with Memphis. That was D-Man, but the closest one was Angel, NC State by 10.
10 does.
All right. And next up, for the first on the Friday, for the first round of the Alabama, for the first round of the playoffs, number 9 Alabama at number 8 Oregon in Norman, Oklahoma, and it was the final. Number 9 Alabama 34, number 8 Oklahoma 24.
All right, so
I know I missed that. I know I picked
me
Oklahoma.
and me and Ted went with Oklahoma, and there was a
Yep.
two-way tie between Brett and D-Man. Said Bama by 7.
Yep.
All right. Next up, on Saturday, December 20th, for the college football playoff, we had number 12 James Madison at number 5 Oregon. Number 5 Oregon defeats number 12 James Madison 51-34.
Yeah, they were trouncing them, and then I don't know. I didn't see the second half. I don't know how James Madison scored so many points. I don't know if they started putting it in second string.
Yeah, it
Or,
was second stringers. Yeah.
that's what I thought because Oregon was whooping their butt in that first half.
But there was a two-way tie on that one between Brett and D-Man. Hello, Takes Guy. Welcome in.
What's up?
Tex.
What's up, Tex? What's up, Tex guy? Next up, from Oxford, Mississippi, for the other playoff game, number 11 Tulane at number 6 Ole Miss. Ole Miss trounces Tulane 41-10.
Yeah,
I thought Lane Kiffin was going to be more of an issue than what it was, and then Tulane just came out it kind of seemed uninspired after John Summerall taking the Florida job. It seemed like so.
Yeah. What the tragedy was here is that James Madison and Tulane took up 2 amazing spots that other people should have had. Notre Dame and Vanderbilt should have had those 2 spots. And if you don't want to give it to Vandy, Texas maybe should have been there. But clearly those other teams would have been much better opponents. And they need to fix that playoff system because given those last 2 playoff spots away for charity like they did, it was just humiliating.
Honestly, I think it's just more argument to go to the 32-team playoff with the college football NIT for the consolation. Yeah. But D-Man got that one. He said Ole Miss by 28, so he was closest.
All right, and then the final game.
Jeff.
And the final game. And the final game for the college football first round. From Kyle Field and Texas A&M, number 10 Miami at number 7 Texas A&M, and in a close game, but in a little bit of what I call a little bit of an upset, number 10 Miami beats number 7 Texas A&M 10-3.
Yep, and I was the only one that went with Miami on that one. Everyone else was expecting a blowout by Texas A&M.
All right.
Yeah, I was. Miami, kind of got their shit together is all I can say.
All right. And then Monday, this is all of the active scores for college football because I know we picked Tuesday, but they're going on today. So we don't have those scores. So this is going to be the final review score for college. On Monday, December 22nd, we had the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Washington State versus Utah State. Washington State 34, Utah State 21.
All right. So on this game, I'm sorry, what was the score again?
34-21.
34-21. So that makes Angel the winner on that one. There was only one that went with Utah State, and unfortunately, that was you, Brett.
Yeah, I thought they were going to pull the upset. That's what I thought. But I said I was taking a gamble. Did I not say that last week?
Yeah, you did say you were taking a gamble. Now, can we take a moment and talk about their daggum helmets? What was that?
I didn't see it, so.
Literally, it was their typical white helmet, but they had blue cow patches all over. It looked like a freaking blue cow.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Wow.
Oh, and a score update since we're talking about college football. Louisville just took the lead on Tulane 10 minutes, 20 seconds ago in the first quarter, 7-0.
All right.
What teams are playing right now?
Louisville versus Toledo.
It's the Bush's
Toledo. You said Tulane.
It's the Bush's Boca Raton Bowl. Boca Raton Bowl.
Yeah, Boca Raton, yeah.
Yeah. So, 7-0, you said?
Yeah, 7-0.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. That game just started.
Yeah.
Now shall we jump to the NFL there, Wolf?
Go right on ahead.
All right. So on Thursday, December 18th, 2025, we had the Los Angeles Rams at the Seattle Seahawks, and in overtime by 1 point, Seattle defeats LA 38-37.
And that one actually went exactly as I predicted.
Yep.
I said it would go into overtime, and I
Yep.
said Seattle would win by 1.
Yep.
You called it exactly right, bro.
He did. Yeah, he did. He did.
All right, on Saturday, December 20th.
I don't even remember which way I went on that one.
You said Seattle by 3, Ted.
Okay.
We had Philadelphia at the Washington Commanders. The final score, Philadelphia 29, Washington 18.
Okay, I know I got that game right, but I don't know about the points.
All right, so we all went with Philadelphia. Me and Brett said Philly by 14. Ted said Philly by 15, but the closest went to Angel. Angel said Philadelphia by 9.
Which was the actual point spread.
Hey, Bean.
All right, next up is what we considered one of the games of the week last week. Green Bay at Chicago, and in overtime, D-Man's Chicago Bears 22, Green Bay 16.
Yeah, we all were kind of expecting a bigger win without the presence of Micah Parsons on Green Bay, but Chicago put up a fight. But then again, the wind was blowing, passes were off, just like most of the games this week. I don't know what was up with the wind, but it was windy everywhere. But the closest went to Brett on that one, Chicago by 7.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm picking San Francisco just to piss D-Man off. It's so fun watching him pout.
All right. All the games on Sunday, December 21st. First off, we had Buffalo at Cleveland. Buffalo 23, Cleveland 20. Who was the closest on that, Wolf?
We weren't expecting the turds to come out and play.
Yeah.
The closest one on this one was Angel, Buffalo by 10.
By 10.
All right. Next up, the Los Angeles Chargers at the Dallas Cowboys. Los Angeles 34, Dallas 17.
All right. So the closest on this one was Brett. Brett said Chargers by 7. And me and Brett had a little bit of side picks on this one. I said Pickens over 100. He had 130, so I got a check mark there. And Brett said CeeDee Lamb would have under 100 yards receiving, which he was correct there. He only had 53.
What game did I? I didn't pick Dallas, or did I?
You said Chargers by 6.
Oh, okay.
And D-Man said Chargers by 3, and then me and Angel went with Dallas.
All right. Next up, Kansas City at Tennessee, and in a major upset.
Nobody picked that shit.
Tennessee 26, Kansas City 9. Oh, you'd be surprised somebody did pick Tennessee.
Actually, there was 3 that went with Tennessee. Brett said Tennessee by 3.
Oh, that's right.
Angel said Tennessee by 10, and D-Man said Tennessee by 7.
Angel won that one because he was close.
Yeah. Angel had a good week, man. He did.
All right. Next up, Cincinnati at Miami.
Cruising is fun. Yeah, Dallas is not making the playoffs. That is correct.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I picked Miami.
Cincinnati at Miami. Cincinnati 45, Miami 21.
All right. Well, I was the only daredevil that said Miami.
Oh, really?
The closest on that one was D-Man, Cincinnati by 21.
Wow. All right. Next up, the New York Jets at the New Orleans Saints. And New Orleans defeats the Jets 29-6.
There were 2 that went with the Jets.
There were?
Yeah, you were one of them. You said Jets by 1. You thought it was going to be too close to call.
Oh, shit. Okay, I don't remember that.
And then Angel said Jets by 4. And then me and D-Man were tied at New Orleans by 7, where Brett said New Orleans by 5.
All right. Next up, Minnesota at the New York Giants. Minnesota 16, New York Giants 13.
Again, a game that was way closer than I anticipated. Closest on this one was Brett, Minnesota by 6.
Damn, how many points did I say they were going to win by?
You said by 8.
Oh, okay.
All right. Next up, Tampa Bay at Carolina. Carolina upsets the Buccaneers 23-20.
I think I picked Tampa Bay.
You were the only one that was a daredevil that went with Tampa Bay. Everybody else said Carolina. D-Man was the closest with Carolina by 3. Angel made a prediction that Mayfield would have 2 interceptions, and I don't think he had 2, did he?
Yeah, I don't even
I
know.
don't think so.
All right.
I think he only had 1.
All right. Moving on to the next one. Jacksonville at Denver. Jacksonville defeats Denver 34-20.
I know I picked Denver.
I was the only daredevil that said Jacksonville
I
by
remember
3.
Yep, I remember when you
And
went there.
D-Man said tie. So
Yeah, I remember when you went. Yeah, because I remember you were the only one that went with Jax.
I said call me crazy. I said call me crazy, but I'm going to go with Jacksonville.
Well, you called it right. Anyway, moving on. Atlanta at Arizona. Atlanta 26, Arizona 19.
All right, so there were 2 that went for Atlanta. I said Atlanta by 4. Brett said Atlanta by 3. Everybody else went with Arizona.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh at Detroit. Pittsburgh 29, Detroit 24.
All right, so everybody went with Detroit except for D-Man. He said Pitt by 7. I said Montgomery and Gibbs would have 95 yards apiece, and I think they only had like 20 yards apiece.
Wow. Las Vegas at Houston. Houston 23, Las Vegas 21.
Yeah, I know I picked Houston, but I don't think I went by a lot of points, I think.
Jeff, yes, I did hear Kansas City will be playing at Arrowhead until 2030, and then in 2031 they are moving back to the state of Kansas.
Yep. So who was the closest on the Las Vegas-Houston game, Wolf?
Las Vegas, Houston, there was 2 that went with Vegas. That was Angel and D-Man. Closest on that one was Brett by a point. Texas by 17. I said 18 and Ted said 22. So we were all right there.
Yeah.
Next up, on Sunday Night Football, and I can say this because I was the only one who got this right. New England at Baltimore. New England 28, Baltimore 24. We the ones.
Wrong.
Who else picked
Brett.
New England?
Ted said New England.
You did, Ted?
Yeah.
I thought everybody picked Baltimore.
Yeah, Brett said New England by 3. Ted said New England by 1. I said Baltimore by 3. Angel said Baltimore by 6. D-Man said Baltimore by 7. There were some side predictions. D-Man said Henry would run for 84 yards, which he went like 120 something, I think.
According to this, he said 128.
Yeah, 128, yeah. And then May 2 interceptions. That didn't happen. Angel said Henderson, 2 receiving touchdowns, and Henderson did not get that. Brett said May 2 touchdowns, which did happen, so kudos to that. And then I said Jackson would have 65 rushing yards, and he did not.
Those little muffies. Yeah, the muffies.
Oh, wow. All right.
Muffies.
Hi, Julia.
All right. Next up, thanks, bro, as in my brother. I was just getting to that one. San Francisco at Indianapolis last night. San Francisco 48, Indianapolis 27.
Yeah, I was the only one that went with Indianapolis, and as Jeff said there, Brock Purdy did have a outstanding game. I think it was over
Yep.
300 pass yards, if I'm not mistaken, or pretty close to it.
295.
What did everybody go with on that one? Because I don't even know what the hell I picked on that game.
There was a 3-way tie saying San Francisco by 10. That was you, Brett, and Angel.
Okay.
And then D-Man said San Francisco by 14. There were some side predictions on that. I said Rivers would have 3 touchdowns. He almost got there, but I only had 2. And then McCaffrey, Brett said McCaffrey would have 1 reception touchdown, which was correct. D-Man said that McCaffrey would have 1 rushing, 1 receiving. That was halfway correct because he only had the 2 receiving touchdowns. And then Angel said Kittle would have a touchdown, and he did.
Yep.
All right. So how do we want to pick this, dude? Since we're done.
All right. Let's see here. Hey, Jeff, how's it going?
Oh, not too bad. How about you guys? Pretty good?
Doing all right.
It's nice to see you here, bro.
Yeah. Got nothing else exciting going on today, so I just thought I'd just drop in and see y'all here.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
All right. We're going to start picking. Right, Wolf?
There's not many games to pick except NFL, really.
Oh no, we got plenty of college. We got plenty of college.
There is? I didn't think there was that much.
Oh yeah, there's plenty.
Plenty of bowl games, Dad.
I thought it was like 8 bowl games. I thought.
Oh no, there's way more than that.
We're getting into the meat and potatoes.
Yeah. This is the meat, potato gravy, and all the fixins.
All right. So, do we want to start with college or do we want to start with NFL?
Since we did the NFL recap, we'll start with the NFL picks.
All right. On Thursday, December, these are all Christmas Day games.
Yes.
From Northwest Stadium.
Time out here. Tex got asked a question. Do we know how severe Kittle's injury is?
Good question.
I didn't see anything about Kittle.
Yeah, he did bang up his ankle pretty badly in the third quarter.
Check sleeper.
But I want to say it was only a high ankle sprain, but I'm not sure. They were going to run some X-rays.
That's right. It's a high ankle sprain. It says here. But doesn't sound too worried. Telling reporters he says he doesn't think it's a high ankle sprain, but that's what they're saying. But he's saying that he's questionable to return. Questionable.
Okay, that makes sense.
I can tell you this much on the replay because me and D-Man did the game cast.
Mm-hmm.
His ankle rolled inward, which would suggest the upper part of the ankle sprained the ligament. So yeah, that would be an upper ankle sprain. Now the question was did he break anything? So I think it's just a matter of taking a few ice baths and maybe taking some Tylenol and he'll be good to go.
Yep.
All right, shall we get this on the road there, Wolf?
All right, yeah, let's go ahead.
On the early Christmas game from Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland, Dallas at Washington.
All right, so
I'll go first.
Okay.
He's vowing to come back, Kittle. I'm just saying what Kittle I just read what he wrote. He's vowing to play next game.
Okay,
go ahead.
So the way I see it, I think it could be a close game. I mean, Dallas and Washington really have nothing to play for. So, but I think, Dallas has a stronger team. Jaden Daniels is out. Yeah. So I like Dallas here by 10 points.
Yeah, Jerry Jones doesn't like losing, especially at home either.
It's at Washington, Ted.
Oh, it is? Oh, I thought you said okay.
Yeah, it's in D.C.
Oh, man.
State of Maryland.
But
No.
I mean, you are looking at it is Marcus Mariota. I'm
Former
pretty sure
Duck.
Daniels is still sidelined.
Poor chap.
Yeah, I'm still going to go Dallas by 3.
That just leaves you, Wolf, because I know Jeff's not going to pick.
I know.
Dallas by 3, and you said by how much, Brett?
Dallas by 10.
10.
It was TM does.
Yep.
And no, I don't have chicken on my mind when I make that pick.
I know.
All right, he's not doing picks. But Jeff, do you have any opinions on the game before I make my pick?
Well, all of us football gurus have been known. Dallas and Washington have been rivals at each other for many, many years. Back to the Staubach and Sonny Jurgensen era, to the Mark Rippon versus Troy Aikman, to Gibbs versus Johnson, etc., etc. So yeah, I would have to tip it in favor of how about them Cowboys, because honestly, because when you got a guy named Prescott and you've got some intriguing players and an intriguing coach, yeah, I would say if it was me, I would say I'd have to pick the Cowboys because they do things bigger. They do things bigger in Dallas, even though they're playing in an old beat up shack of a stadium called Northwest Stadium. I'll be glad when they move out of that old place soon.
True. Yeah, that's
Yep.
some good opinions there.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm going to go Dallas too. I think it will be. I kind of think like Brett. I think it's going to be. I think it will be tough towards the fourth quarter, and then Dallas will pull away. So I'm going to say Dallas by 9.
That's not a bad pick. All right. Moving along to the afternoon game. Okay, Ted, pay attention. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Detroit at Minnesota.
Yeesh.
And per request by text guy, and because the game's on Netflix, we will be doing a game cast for that game.
All right.
Oh.
I don't think. I mean, the Vikings are on a 2-game roll streak right now, but Detroit. If I think this is a must-win for Detroit if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. So with that, I think the skull effect is not going to be as effective as people would think. I got Detroit by 7.
Hi, Becca. How's it going?
Yeah.
What say you, Ted?
Okay, well, sorry, what game was it? The kitchen was lit. I could actually hear you guys, but I couldn't hear what the game was. Detroit, what? Who was it?
Detroit at Minnesota, and the game's in Minnesota.
Ooh.
I said Detroit by 7.
Who has the chance to make the playoffs?
Yeah, this is a must-win for Detroit.
Go Detroit by 3 then.
He said Detroit by 3.
Yeah.
All right, what say you, Wolf?
It really depends on if they can get that run game going. I mean, you're looking at Detroit was pretty much shut out of the run game this last game, and I don't think you can contain Montgomery and Gibson 2 games in a row. I just don't see it. I've got Detroit by 10.
All right.
Yeah.
Now the primetime game on Amazon Prime from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium at Kansas City, Missouri. Denver at Kansas City.
Okay, I'll start on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City is down to their 3rd string quarterback.
Yep.
And Denver has one of the most stingiest defenses. I've got Denver by 21.
Ooh, good. That's aggressive, but that's a good pick.
Makes sense. projections are out there to get clinched.
Even though the game is in Kansas City, I just don't see them putting up a fight. Even though this is an old AFL rivalry, I'm going to say that Denver gets it done. I say Denver by 14.
Yep. I got Denver by 17.
Ted said Denver by 17.
Yeah.
All right. Now, on Saturday, December 27th, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, the Houston Texans at the Los Angeles Chargers. So, Ted, the game is in LA.
Okay.
Inglewood.
LA does really good at home. I mean, I'm not going to say what the early spread is because that's subject to change. Plus, we don't do that anymore. But
I mean, the question is, Brett, is this technically more of a must-win for Texas or the Chargers?
that is the question. I think the Chargers are in good position. If Houston wants to get into the playoffs, they must have a must win. But LA is too good at home. I think Herbert's going to pass for 200 yards. I'm going to say Los Angeles by 7.
Herb by 200 yards, and you said
I'm
Chargers.
not making that as a side bet. No, I'm not making that as a side thing. Both the 200
Okay.
yards.
Okay. So LA by how much?
7. What say
Okay.
you said?
I'm doing LA by 4. Chargers by 4.
He says Chargers by 4, Wolf.
All right. For me, I think it's dire straits for Texans, which I think they'll play a little bit more aggressive, especially on defense. I'm going to say it will come down to a last-second field goal. Chargers will be up by 1, and Texans go for a field goal. And I'm going to say Texans by 2.
Ooh, good pick.
By the way, interesting side note. 2 of the Pro Bowlers on the AFC side are from the Chargers. Kicker Cameron Dicker and our namesake for Brett and I, offensive tackle Joe Alt, originally from Notre Dame, whose dad was a former tight end turned offensive lineman at Iowa.
And he happens to be and an interesting side note, he happens to be our adopted cousin.
Yeah.
John Alt from Kansas City Chiefs is our cousin, Wolf.
And about the Vikings stuff the other day, I just want to let y'all know I was just in Minneapolis.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, I saw the picture on Facebook. Very good view.
Yeah, it was in purple because they had the logo. They had the faint logo of Prince on the court. Did you know that?
I did notice.
Yeah,
I did notice.
Yeah, they were playing all Prince related music at that game that night. It was incredible.
I have to ask, even though it's off subject, but did you hear Purple Rain?
No, but I heard the opening to When Doves Cry, which is actually my personal favorite, especially with that guitar solo. Oh, that is iconic.
Oh yeah, that's great stuff right
Anyway, let's move on, shall we?
Please.
Next up, and the night game, Lambeau Field and Green Bay, Wisconsin. The Baltimore Ravens at the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to start this one. I'm going to say, even though they're going to play Malik Willis as their quarterback, because we don't know about the severity of Jordan Love's injury, but I see Malik Willis playing, but I don't think the Ravens have enough to stop the Packer attack. I've got Green Bay by 7.
It's at Green Bay, right? So
yeah, it's at Green Bay.
Yep. Home of the Chiefs.
They're fighting for playoffs. So
Who you got, Ted?
I'm going with Green Bay. I'm just trying to get the point.
I mean, the question is Baltimore going to try to play spoiler or not?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Green Bay by 6.
He said Green Bay by 6. You're up, Wolf.
I'm kind of more smelling the spoiler, which I know that D-Man would kind of like me to say this, but I'm kind of sensing a Baltimore win here.
Okay.
I want to say Baltimore by 3.
Eek.
That's not a bad pick, though, if you think about it.
Right.
And these are all the games on Sunday. First off, in the
Good
12
job, sir.
o'clock, in
Good
the
job,
12
sir.
o'clock, in the 12 o'clock slot. First game, Arizona at Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati gets it done. The game is in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So I think the Bengals get it done. I'm going to say Cincinnati by at least 14 points. I know Ted's out doing something else, so he probably can't hear us right now.
Okay, no more questions.
Okay, so what's this game that we're doing now? It's,
Arizona at Cincinnati, and the game's in
yeah, I
Cincinnati.
like Cincinnati on this one by 10.
Did you happen to see how Cincinnati played this last week?
Yeah, they beat Miami's ass at Miami.
Yeah, but it was sloppy.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's at home. I think they'll do okay.
Who do you got?
I'm gonna still say Cincinnati, but I'm not gonna say it's gonna be by 2 scores. I'm gonna say it by 6.
Okay.
All right.
I've actually seen Paycor Stadium from the interstate once.
Nice.
When I traveled east to New York.
Anyway,
I too have been by there. One of my uncles lives in Cincinnati, and
nice.
Okay.
I have yet been to one of the games, but that may change.
Yes, your supreme Brettness.
Next game from Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Remember, Ted, Cleveland, Ohio. Pittsburgh at Cleveland.
Home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Pittsburgh's in kind of playoff mode, and they're starting to play a little better.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is in desperation, but they're going out without their leading receiver.
Yeah.
Because of his stupidity.
Yep.
Yeah, DK Metcalf is suspended 2 games without pay. I still think that Pittsburgh still has enough in the receiving core to get it done. I've got Pittsburgh by 3.
Well, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm thinking double digits here.
Okay.
I don't know which way you're going, Wolfie. How many points you going by? I'm really clueless on this one.
Honestly, what I've got in my head is Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders, even though they lost this last week, he shined.
You think they could pull the upset? That's what I'm kind of feeling like the upset's brewing.
I'm thinking shit has a shiny moment every once in a while. I think I've got Cleveland by 3.
I'm almost thinking the same damn thing. Like, I'm trying to pick Pittsburgh because of the playoff implications, but part of me's saying no, go Cleveland. I guess I'm going Cleveland by 1 point.
Wow, so I'm on an island right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You're on an island? What?
For pick wise on that game.
Yeah, well, Wolfie, help me decide because I was picking tie. I was about to say tie, and then what Wolfie said made me go 1 point the other direction there.
Oh wow!
All right, from Nissan Stadium in Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. We've got the New Orleans Saints at the Tennessee Titans.
Another toilet game. Tennessee's getting their shit together. We got a win streak possibly coming up.
Yeah, Tennessee had a huge win against Kansas City last week.
I'm picking Tennessee by 3 too. I'm gonna go Tennessee by 3.
Well said.
Not so fast, Ted. I'm going to say New
I love
Orleans.
Cam Ward. And that's why I'm picking, because I love Cam Ward. So
Cam Ward is good, but I think New Orleans just has a little bit more in the tank. I'm going to go New Orleans by 3.
Well, me personally, I think Tennessee's actually kind of finding a rhythm. So I kind of think that it might be a 2-score game towards the Titans. Really, I think I see a 14-point win by the Titans.
That's possible. That is possible.
I'm not going to get that brave. I'm even amazed I picked them one time right now. I'm trying to get over that. I was going to pick them all year.
I've got that audio issue. I'll be right back.
Not a problem.
Yeah, I wasn't going to pick Tennessee all year, but so I'm already picking them. That's already a big step.
Yep. And of course, a lot of excitement going on in Nashville with the opening of that beautiful new Nissan Stadium in about a year or two.
If that's
going to be a gorgeous facility. Holy cow!
If they just get 2 to 4 more good linemen, really good starting linemen for Tennessee, I think Ward's going to really shine.
Yeah. Iowa State saw what he was like up close when they played him in the Pop-Tarts Bowl some years ago.
Yeah, I love the Cam Ward story because he was 0 stars. Nobody wanted him. Like, he was a 0 star. He basically had nobody that really believed in him.
From a high school in your neck of the woods, I presume?
No, I forgot where Cam Ward came from, but they got a story coming out. It's called Zero Star. That's the name of the story. It's called 0 Star. It's supposed to be on cable soon.
Good job, Sir Brett.
Okay.
On Tubi, too.
He says, text guy said earlier, he said, Ted is making me hungry for tenders. Ha, ha, ha.
I know there's tenders, Tex. Them tenders.
All right. I know we're going to wait for Wolf because of his audio issue, but.
Yeah, if you notice football, chicken goes with football. Chicken wings, chicken tenders, chicken fingers.
Remember those Uber Eats commercial where those players are like, this is just a ploy to sell food.
All right, I'm back.
Chicken. Yeah, fried chicken. Yeah, chicken just goes
with football. For the moment, anyways.
Chicken's a football food, man. It's a football food.
We were waiting until you got your audio issue done there, Wolf. Next up, Jack from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. Games in Indianapolis, Ted. Jacksonville at Indianapolis.
No, this is a must-win for Indy to even remotely have a hope of getting into the playoff.
I know. I
don't think they're going to get it done. I've got Jacksonville by 3.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Wolf, you're reading my mind. Because I also say Jacksonville by 3.
Just to make it interesting, I'll say Jacksonville by 4.
All right. Moving up.
Hang on. I've got the audio issue. What did Ted say? And I'm going to have to come back.
He said Jacksonville by 4, Wolf.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Jeff, I think while we wait for Wolf, give us your opinion about the Jacksonville-Indianapolis game.
Well, interesting game played against the Niners last night by Phillip Rivers, who's my age, believe it or not. We're 2 44-year-old goats, believe it or not.
Bah.
Yeah, bah. Yeah, I wish I was out in the field raising goats. but yeah, he's not too bad. He actually had his family in the stands last night. I was watching Get Up on ESPN this morning while working out with my sister and so forth. But I mean, Jacksonville, I'm excited to hear about that renovation they're doing to Everbank Field. I think that place was due for a makeover anyway. And not only that, when your owner is also the guy who, of course, started the famous AEW, All Elite Wrestling, there at Daly's Place. Yeah, Tony Khan's really doing a good job. So, Yeah, the Jaguars are a very intriguing team.
So if you
In Duval.
if you had opinionated, if you had an opinion, if you had to pick, who would you take and why? Just
Oh,
curious.
by the
Just an
way,
opinion.
Brett, just recently, we passed through Independence, and I saw a sign down Main Street saying Full Circle Services Incorporated.
Yeah, the Indianapolis is one of their main
Can you
bases.
believe that?
That's one of their main bases.
Hmm. Oh, wait,
Hey,
can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I'm back, by the way.
All right.
Of course.
I Jeff was just giving
Yeah.
his opinion about the game while you were fixing your audio there, Wolf.
I think
All right. Next up,
it's
from
interesting to think, Eric. Within a day or two, I'm going to be seeing that Brett soon.
Yeah. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Tampa Bay at Miami. I'm going to go to Ted. I want to see how he picks this one.
What's that, Ted?
I think yours is that their Miami right now is kind of tanking, and what they're doing is playing all these other players to kind of clear out the roster because whoever the new permanent GM is going to probably clean house. So they're trying to evaluate the roster right now. So I don't see Miami trying very hard, and I don't see yours coming up there being a hero. So I got Tampa Bay by 17.
Oh, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
By how much?
17.
There you are again with bashing Miami.
Yep.
Well, I think
Danny Thomas again.
I'm going to say Tampa Bay is due for a bounce back.
Exactly, that too.
I agree with Ted on this one, but I think it's going to be a little bit less than 17.
I of course remember the story of how Joe Robbie and Danny Thomas started the Dolphin team. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah, Joe Robbie.
There, bro.
Yeah. Then he brings a young puppet named Don Shula.
My favorite is when it was Pro Player Stadium. Go ahead, Brett.
Anyway, I was going to say this is a bounce back game for Tampa Bay after losing the last couple games. I think the Baker cooks up a recipe for victory. I've got Tampa Bay by at least 7 points.
Yep, and I got Baker Mayfield for 4 touchdowns at least.
Okay. I want to write that down. Mayfield.
Okay. 4 or more. 4 or more.
Okay.
Put 4
plus TD. Okay. I myself, I'm not fully committed on any player, but I do see Ewers getting over 150 yards passing, and I've got Miami by 3.
Ooh, he's going upset.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
All right. Next up, from MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey, an AFC East AFL rivalry showdown. The New England Patriots at the New York Jets.
Oh boy, New England's gonna light these boys up. I got it. I got it. You guys don't even want to know. I've got it by 27 points. New England.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm going to say New England by 17 because New York might play a little bit better than that, but But the news is that they are going to keep Aaron Glenn as their coach, though, so that might help the Jets a little bit. So that's why I'm going to say New England will still light them up, but I think it's going to be less than 27. I'd say New England by 17.
All I'm saying is that when the Jets are at their worst is when they're primed to pull an upset when you least expect them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not today, though. We're going to say New England by 10.
Tandas. You know Wolfie's hungry for some tandas.
And then the final 12 o'clock. Then the final 12 o'clock slot game from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, Seattle at Carolina.
Seattle, they're kind of in a must-win situation, to keep that playoff spot. They want to keep going up. Oh man, think, well, Carolina's been playing a little better. I'm going to go by 9 points. Seattle by 9.
I'm
gonna hop off and listen to the rest. Okay.
Sounds
All right,
good,
Okay.
Jeff, you're good.
All right.
Thanks for stopping
What's
up. I think Ted's on to
I'm
something.
gonna have to reboot. Give me just a moment.
All right. Well, Wolfie's doing that, Ted. I was gonna say my pick is I'm actually going with you because I think of how Seattle is. I mean, I think the game is gonna be tight though. So
Yeah, I think it is going to be tight because Carolina's been playing better. And normally, Seattle's really high powered. They really are a great team. And but I think Carolina's going to give them a lot of hell. And I was going to go by 21, but I went by 9 because Carolina is going to fight them like hell.
yeah, I'm still waiting until Wolfie comes back to make my pick. So
Yeah.
it's subject to change. But my preliminary pick, because Wolf is still rebooting, so he can't hear my audio.
Mhm.
So it's subject to change, though. But I was going to say it by Seattle by at least 7. So, like I said, I could change it though because the game's in Carolina, and Carolina tends to play good at home when you least expect it.
That's why if it was at Seattle, I'd be going Seattle by 21.
Oh
But
yeah,
because it's Carolina, 9 is the most points I can go.
that would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay, it looks like he's back. Huh?
Yeah, I'm back. So, I got Seattle by 9 by Ted. What did you say there, Brett?
I was giving him my preliminary pick.
He's
but
right
this
there
is
with me, I think.
But
Yeah,
this is my official pick now. I'm going to say Seattle by 7. And who do you got?
All
Wolf?
right. I mean, Seattle's trying to secure the home field advantage at this point. They're in the playoffs no matter what.
You're right. Yeah, they're locked. Yeah.
The question is, are they going to reserve their players to try to prevent injury?
Yeah.
Or are they going to go out and try to secure the number 1 seed?
Mm-hmm.
I honestly expect Carolina to come out with some intensity. So I'm actually going to predict the upset. I've got Carolina by 5.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick.
That isn't a bad pick.
Because I was going to go by 21, but Carolina's been playing pretty good. So.
All right. Next game. These are now the only 2 afternoon games. The first one from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. The New York Giants at the Las Vegas Raiders.
This
Another
is
toilet.
this is your ultimate toilet bowl this year.
Yeah, it is. Oh God, I don't even want to pick this game.
I think the Las Vegas Raiders are going to drop one to the point where it can't be plunged. I got New York winning by 6.
And you said, where was it at again? It was at Giants?
It's in Vegas.
Oh, it's in Vegas? I say the sun's got to shine on that dog's ass today. And I'm going Vegas by 1. The Raiders are going to pull one out, I think.
I don't trust Geno Smith. Am I the only one on the island with Giants, or did you say Giants?
I said Giants.
Man, I'm saying
Okay.
Raiders by 1. I don't even want to pick this game. It's just pure shit.
I've got Giants by 3.
Okay.
All
This
right.
is a toilet game. Yeah.
Next game, I want to volunteer as the game of the week. Philadelphia at Buffalo.
I see it. I'm seeing it being number 2.
All right.
I'm seeing Buffalo beatdown is what I'm seeing. I got Buffalo by 11.
And as much as I love Buffalo and Josh Allen, we don't know about Josh. According to my fantasy stats, Josh Allen is questionable with that injury that he has.
Okay. Well, that's going to change things. Let me see.
Let me
look real quick. Is Josh Allen going to play for the Buffalo Bills? Ah, shit. Day to day with foot injury. Well, that's going to affect his running. Well, that's going to change a bunch of stuff. It says here he had. Let me read about the X-rays. Let me see what the X-rays say.
Yeah, it does not appear to be a serious injury.
Day to
But
day.
the status will still need to be monitored throughout the week.
Okay, yeah, he's been cleared by X-rays, and he's been cleared to return, but he's still going to be nursing that injury. So
I don't think that running game is going to be effective for Buffalo.
Okay,
as well as...
now, next question I've got: is it his left foot or his right foot? Because that will make a difference. If it's his planting foot, it will affect his throw. If it's not his planting foot, his passing in the pocket should be just fine.
Let me take a look and see what it has.
Yeah, I need to know that too. This is a big injury. Josh Allen is that is, I might pick Philly. I mean, I'm seeing here he's going to probably play, but what foot is it? Wolfie's right. What foot of Josh Allen's is injured?
Sore right foot.
Is it the right foot?
Okay, so if he's a right-hander, that would be his planting foot.
That's right. That's a big issue. Okay, oh man, I
think Philadelphia goes and gets a statement win because of that. I don't think Josh Allen is going to be at 100% for the game on Sunday. I like Philadelphia here by 7.
I'm about to swing the other way from an 11, but because Josh Allen is the key to the whole offense. I mean, I guess I got to go Philly too. I'm going to go Philly by 3. That is a sustainable injury. That is a big-time player that's out. I mean, I just went from an 11-point Buffalo win to a 3-point Philly, basically a 14-point swing because of that injury.
But we also got to remember what other key players they have.
They have Shakir. They got that running back who's not bad. And they also got and they have a pretty decent defense too, the Bills.
But Josh Allen is the player, man. He is. That's the golden goose right there, man.
It's going to come down to the agile Dalvin Cook or the explosive Saquon Barkley. Saquon, yeah. And as much as this is a gamble, I've got Buffalo, but in a very, very close game.
Yeah, I want to pick Buffalo too, but the fact is, if Allen's really nursing this injury and he is hurt and he can't run, he can't plant that foot fully, it's going to affect it. I figure it's a 14-point swing.
But you got to keep in mind, it is in Buffalo. The wind is going to be up that day.
But Philly's used to that play,
So what's it like?
Yes and no.
It's more frigid in Orchard Park, New York than it is in Philadelphia.
It is, but it's comparable.
I'm going to say Buffalo by 2.
All right.
And I'm saying Philly by 3.
Next up for the Sunday night game. This is what I think is going to be the game of the week. From Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, Chicago at San Francisco. I volunteer this game as the game of the week.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. This is the game of the week, and Philadelphia Buffalo is the second one, and I've got it listed here as NFL Hangout ? There's only one listening right now. I was going to leave it up to the listeners to decide which one, but there's only one listening, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got San Francisco by 6 points on this game.
Yeah, the game's in Santa Clara. If the game was in Chicago, I would have said Chicago by 3. But I think it's going to be closer than the experts think. I'm going to say San Francisco by 2. And I am going to throw in a bonus stat. So that helped me last time, I'm going to say it again. Wolf, I'm going to make a bonus prediction. McCaffrey has at least one anytime receiving touchdown.
Yeah, I see Purdy getting 3 touchdowns or more.
All right, so I said it a couple of weeks ago, and I'll say it again. As long as everybody's healthy in San Francisco, that I cannot go against San Francisco. Guess what?
San
Kid,
Francisco.
Kittle is banged up again.
Yeah, but he still said he's bound to play.
I know, but is it going to affect his play?
Yeah, I don't think as much. I think he's going to get jacked up on steroids and everything else he needs to do to go out there and play.
What do you see, Wolf?
Okay, so my side predictions, I already can see that Swift is going to have 65 plus. Caleb Williams
That's a good quarterback there, boy.
is going to have 175 plus. However, Brock Purdy is going to have 215 plus. And I've got San Francisco by 4.
All right. Now for the final NFL game. On Monday, December 29th, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, the Los Angeles Rams at the Atlanta Falcons.
This should be a no-brainer. At least you would
Yeah.
think it would be.
Yeah, definitely Rams.
Rams by 14.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. Points, because sometimes you would think it'd be a blowout, sometimes it's not. Like, where the Rams might rest some starters is what I'm thinking. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Rams by 11.
All right, I've got the Rams by 21, and here is why.
Whoa.
Bradford is going to have a 300-plus game.
You mean Matthew Stafford?
Yeah,
You said Bradford.
Yeah, I know. Stafford.
Yeah. Woof, woof, woof.
And receiving core will have 2 receivers, 150 plus.
That's not a bad prediction. All right.
So that concludes the NFL section. But I do see now that we have 2 listeners. I need a vote from you guys. Hang out for the Philadelphia Buffalo game or hang out for the Chicago 49ers game?
Oh, it's definitely the Chicago 49ers.
I say Chicago Niners.
Yep. The other one's not a bad game either, though. Philly Buffalo, there's nothing wrong with that game either.
I just don't think I just don't think I've got the watch hours to do both.
Yeah.
I mean the hours on StreamYard hours.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I guess I could always go to Restream and create a file there.
Yeah. All right. Well,
or Streamlabs or something else. I don't know.
I did not mean to do that. Text guy says Chicago and 49ers.
All right. So it looks like.
I mean, I'm kind of wanting you to go. I'm just saying what's best for the channel. But personally, I want you to go Bills in Philadelphia, just so I don't have to hear D-Man.
All right. You ready for the college game, Wolf?
Yeah, we're ready for the bowl games.
All right. First up, on Christmas Eve, the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl, California at Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii wins that bowl all the time, and Hawaii
And,
plays
and,
tough.
and they didn't have a bad year either. They had 8 wins.
Yeah, they sure did. I got to go with Hawaii. What about you, Wolfie? California, though, did a couple good games. I still got Hawaii by 8 points. I'm going to go Hawaii by 8.
I like Hawaii in this game too. I think it's pretty much just basically a home game for Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's a bowl game. And so I think Hawaii is going to win. I agree with Ted. I think Hawaii by 8 points.
The only problem is Hawaii doesn't really run the ball. And if California picks up on that, their pass defense has been pretty stingy this year.
Remember, California beat SMU too.
I know.
So who do you got, Wolf?
That's a big 3-wolf salute right there. With Cali beating SMU because they knocked them right out of the ACC championship game. Yep. Woof woof woof.
It would be against my best conscience to go for Hawaii, even though I like the the Rainbow Warriors, but I don't necessarily like their new uniforms. They're too basic. I like their old school with the rainbow on the helmet, but
so Wolfie's picking against the team because he don't like the uniforms.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I think Cal's defense is going to pull through on this one, and I've got California by 13.
That's not a bad pick either. I just think that home field advantage is a big thing. But yeah, I mean, California whooped SMU's ass pretty good. Like they dominated, and even though it was close game.
I want to say they beat somebody else that was surprising.
I don't remember.
Let's not go back to that. Let's just focus on the bowls.
Yeah.
But I think you're right, Wolfie. I think they did beat somebody of a significance. I just don't know who.
I want to say it was Louisville, but I'm not certain.
It could have been Louisville.
Yeah, because they're ACC now. Cali left Pac-12 for the ACC.
Yeah, it was Louisville they beat.
Okay, yeah, okay.
How close was that game? How close was the Louisville beat?
It was a 3-pointer.
Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, Hawaii's still going to probably win, I think, by the 8 points. I mean, they got home field advantage. So Cali might have some people going into the draft. Cali players might go to the draft and be sitting out. We don't know.
All right. Next up, these are the Friday bowl games on December 26th. The early game from Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan. The game above Sports Bowl. Central Michigan at versus Northwestern.
All right, I'll go first on this one. Central Michigan has had moments.
Yep.
This is not it. I got Northwestern by 17.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm going Northwestern by 12.
Big Ten's going to represent big time in this game. I got Northwestern by at least 14 points. Next up, from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, the Rate Bowl, RATE Bowl. New Mexico versus Minnesota. I'm going to go first on this one. Derek Lindsey or Philip Lindsey or whatever his name is, the freshman, hasn't played in major games, but he doesn't know what it's like to play in a bowl game. But I think Minnesota's got the talent, and because my neighbor is from Minnesota, I'm going to go Minnesota by 7.
Yeah. What's the record of Nevada?
You mean New Mexico?
New Mexico, they have either 8 wins or 9 wins.
Let me take a look at their.
I know they're better than they sound. That's the thing.
They are 9-3, and we're tied with Boise State for first in the Mountain West.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick them. Even though I really don't know them, I'm going to pick them by 3 over the Golden Gophers. That's a pretty good season they had. I think they're going to want to win. They're going to want to win recruits, and they're going to want to put them in a prep and win.
Who do you got, Wolf?
I got the Wolf Pack by 10.
I knew you would.
Reason being is that they'll be up by 7. Minnesota will have the ball driving, and there'll be a turnover. They'll do a chip shot field goal, and then Minnesota is playing catch up the rest of the fourth quarter.
Okay.
And it will be a 10-point win.
That makes sense. All right. And the nightcap on Friday, December 26th from Gerald Ford Stadium in Dallas, Texas. The Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. Florida International at versus the University of Texas at San Antonio Roadrunners. Or UTSA.
San Antonio has a better team than what most people think. But you can't ever quite rule out Florida International either. But let's see. There was something I was going to bring up. What was it? Let's see.
Yeah, nothing about either of these teams impressed me. I was looking over their schedules this year to see if there were any significant wins. Nothing there impressed me about either team. But since I'm going to go based on just a gut, I'm going to say UTSA by 3.
Okay, so UTSA has a halfback with the last name Henry. He has almost 1,000 yards rushing this year. So you said UTSA by 3, right?
Yes.
Okay, what game did I miss? I was peeing. I drank a 32-ounce bottle of water. I couldn't get it to stop.
Okay, so it's Florida International versus Texas San Antonio.
And this is the Serve Pro versus First Responder Bowl.
I have no clue about any of these teams.
Texas San Antonio has a halfback that almost has 1,000 yards rushing. I think the running game is going to be important in this one. I've got UTSA by 17.
Oh, I didn't miss a game? Oh, I thought I missed a game.
No.
Oh, yeah. Utah's beat some big teams already this year. So, yeah, I'm definitely picking them by 10.
All right.
10.
All right. Here is where a good chunk of the bowl games are coming. Saturday, December 27th.
Oh, yeah.
In the early morning game from Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis, Maryland, in the Go Bowling Military Bowl, Pittsburgh versus East Carolina.
I got
East
Pittsburgh.
Carolina has been a very odd team this year. They've had really good moments, but then the bad moments have been really bad. And then, of course, we know how Pitt is. They've been borderline ranked, possible playoff berth, and slipped up at the end. Yep. I've got Pitt by, we'll say 15.
Yeah, that's a good number. That's a real good number.
I'm going to go with both. I'm going to say Pittsburgh by 15 as well.
Yeah, I got it just a little less. I'm going to say chop off a field goal, so 12.
All right. Next up, from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx.
And I'm drawn on this one.
The Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. Penn State versus Clemson.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Yeah, I definitely say Penn State's going to win this one.
You know what I'm going to say? Matt, it's going to be the debut of Matt Campbell. Because of his Iowa State ties, I have to stick true to the Iowa ties. I'm going to say Penn State by 4.
That's funny. I was thinking the same point. So I'm going to go by 4 also. I'm sitting there saying 4 or 5, 4 or 5, 4 or 5, and then you say 4. It sounds better saying 4. So
I think Clemson's quarterback's going to sit out for the NFL draft. I kind of feel like Penn State's going to actually blow them out. I got Penn State by 17.
yeah, I almost went that big, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think it's going to be a closer game, maybe.
All right. Next up, from Fenway Park in Boston, the Wasabi Fenway Bowl. UConn versus Army.
UConn's got a pretty damn good
man.
team. I'm picking UConn. I'm picking UConn. I just don't know how many points yet. UConn's got a much better team than I first thought. I saw them play.
Yeah, UConn has had a good team this year.
Yeah, they've been a very good, a big surprise. I mean, I'm thinking of going I'm going at least 13 points.
I'm going to say UConn stops the triple option. I'm going to say UConn by 14.
Yep. I almost went into the 20s just now.
The only thing is the Army has that muscle power, and
They do. I know they got that line.
And of course, UConn's coach is a legend of his own right from where he coached at UCLA. I'm still leaning with UConn, but I'm only smelling a field goal on this one.
All right. I know you guys are going to groan on this next one. Next game from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida, the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Number 22, Georgia Tech versus number 12, BYU.
Yeah, BYU. I know.
Bear Bachman versus Haynes
BYU
King.
football.
This is going to be a good quarterback battle.
Okay, Texas Tech spanked them 34-7. Just to give you guys a little recap, because I think this game, and then they only beat UCF by 20, 41-21. But they did beat the Bearcats at the Bearcats 26-14. They did beat TCU. Then again, like I said, they lost to Texas Tech twice for 29-7 the second time. Yeah, Texas Tech is just bitch slapped these guys. And then here's the most impressive win for BYU too is they beat Iowa State 41-27. They beat Utah, which is a ranked team, 24-21. They also beat Arizona. Okay, then they beat West Virginia. They beat Colorado.
I thought Utah beat BYU.
No, they beat Utah.
Oh yeah, because I picked that game right, because I did pick BYU that game. That's right.
Yeah, I mean they opened up with a win here against Portland State, 69-0, and then they beat Stanford's ass 27-3. They beat They also beat East Carolina 34-13. I just saying that I know a lot of us want to pick Georgia Tech, but I think BYU's got a decent team. And I changed my mind. I was going to pick Georgia Tech, but I'm going to switch.
You got the Yellow Jackets versus the Mormons. Knight's going to say Mormons are going to become victorious. I got BYU by 10 points.
That's what I'm going to go to, I think, because what about I don't know. I don't know how many people are sitting out for the draft, but I for BYU, that's the whole thing. Like, how many players are going to sit out for the draft? Well, that's what I don't know. Because Georgia Tech, it's easy to pick Georgia Tech because they had a hell of a season, and they had some tough ass games. And I think they had a much harder schedule. But how many are sitting out for the draft? That's what I don't know.
Let's remember that Georgia Tech's coach just got a contract extension.
So Georgia Tech might play inspired because of that contract extension.
I think the Yellow Jackets are going to come to sting. I've got Georgia Tech by a touchdown myself.
Oh, upset! Wow.
Yeah, see, and
And keep this in mind, they weren't even supposed to be in that game. Do you know who
that's
was
right.
supposed to be playing
Notre Dame.
BYU?
Notre
The
Dame.
Fighting Irish.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to go with BYU by 5. I'm gonna put that 5-point win on somebody.
All right.
So
Here's-
you're going directly in the
Yeah.
middle of us then.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going BYU by 5.
Okay, you guys want to hear an amusing name for a bowl game? From Arizona Stadium in Tucson, Arizona, the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. Miami of Ohio versus Fresno State.
They're two surprisingly good teams right there.
And I know why Tex got put them eyeballs in there. He wants a game cast for the Georgia Tech BYU game, so I'm going to go ahead and star that one.
Yep, Tex. Oh, Tex.
So,
All right.
you know,
I mean, I got to look at these teams. Who'd you say it was? It was
Miami of Ohio.
Yeah.
Fresno State.
Yep,
Fresno State football.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
I
go
don't
ahead
know.
and I'm going to go ahead and say who I'm picking while Ted's looking this up. I've got Fresno State by 13.
Yeah, just to know, on November 1st, they whooped Boise State's ass 30-7.
Yeah, I've got Fresno State by at least 13 points too. We'll see.
Okay, let me see here. I got to look Miami, Ohio up, though. Hold on. Miami, Ohio football. Okay, WMU, Western Michigan whooped their ass. I'm trying to see. Yeah, they only won. Yeah, they only won over Ball State and Buffalo. Toledo even whooped their ass. I don't see Miami, Ohio winning this in any which way. Although they did beat Western Michigan. Is that WMU? They beat them in a tight game there.
Yeah, but Western Michigan got them again in the championship game too.
Yeah, they beat Northern Illinois too. And ELV beat them. Yeah, Rutgers beat them. So yeah, I definitely. I'm going with the. What'd you guys say? Fresno State. Yeah,
Yep.
Fresno.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with Fresno by 13.
All right, so it's a three-way tie for the Fresno State by 13. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Next up, from University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the Isleta, Isleta, ISLETA. New Mexico Bowl. Number 25, North Texas versus San Diego State.
Ooh, San Diego State's got a good team. Don't
North Texas is ranked number 25.
That rank shit don't mean nothing really. San Diego State football. I got to look at San Diego State because I saw some really good. Okay, they lost to New Mexico in overtime, but they beat. Let me see, San Jose State. They beat Boise State 17-7. Hawaii did whoop their ass. Yeah, I don't think San Diego State's all that great.
I'm gonna take North Texas by 10.
Yeah, I'm looking San Diego State. I'm just gonna tell you, they beat California 34-0. Okay, that's what got my attention a little bit with them. 34-0. They also beat Illinois, Northern Illinois. I mean, let's see, they beat Nevada. They beat Fresno State 23-0. But what I'm seeing here is inconsistencies. They even beat Wyoming, but then Hawaii let them up for 38-6, and then they beat Boise State 17-7. I mean, it's just, I mean, you're right. North Texas is going to win, but probably going to win, but maybe 10 points at the most.
What say you, Wolf?
Are you ready for your jaw to drop? Because it's going to happen.
He's going to pick San Diego State.
I almost picked them by 3 just now.
No. I've
But
got
it,
North
it also could be a 25-point blowout too, though.
I've got North Texas by 38 points.
Yeah, it's very
Wow.
possible. It is. I was going all kinds of. My numbers were going up and down, up and down. I almost went by 25 at one time.
Even though it's subject to change, Wolfie and Ted, even though it's subject to change, the early spread has North Texas by 4. So, just a side note on that one. Next up, from Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida, the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Gator Bowl. Number 19, Virginia versus Missouri.
Now, I do have some information on this one. Missouri's quarterback, Pribula, has opted out of the bowl game and has entered the transfer portal.
Wow.
Oh, with that information, that changes my pick. I was originally
Yeah,
going to go
Miami
Missouri
probably
for
threw a
the.
bag of money at him.
I was originally
And,
going to go for Missouri for the upset, but now with that information, I'm changing my pick.
and Virginia's key receiver has entered the transfer portal.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah, I got Virginia here, but I don't know how much by. I don't know.
I was originally going to pick Missouri to upset Virginia, but now that you told me that information about Pribula being out, that changes my pick. I'm going to go Virginia by 4.
Yeah, I'm going Virginia a little bit more. 9 points. Virginia by 9.
Remember, Missouri still has Ahmad Hardy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's true. The question is, Wolf, do you pull the trigger on the upset? That's the question.
I have and I will. I've got Missouri by 7.
Wow. All right. Next up, from NRG, this is the last game on the nightcap on the Saturday, December 27th.
Correct.
From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, the Kinder's Texas Bowl, LSU versus number 21 Houston.
And I have a feeling that Tex guy may want this as a game cast as well. So I've got it question marked here for a game cast. So yeah, LSU got in based off of teams opting out of bowl games, taking on the Houston Tigers.
Yeah.
Or Houston
Cougars,
Cougars,
them
rather.
Cougars.
Them Cougars.
Houston.
This is basically a home game for Houston.
Yeah.
I think the Big 12 will beat the SEC in this one. I've got Houston by 4 points.
Yeah, that's a good pick right there. I'm going the same thing. Houston by 4. Houston. I think that LSU team's going to be out to prove a point, and they got the new coach and all that. So I see a closer game than most will probably think.
Eye of the Tiger, LSU by 7.
Wow, upset.
Yeah,
Wow.
I almost picked LSU too just now.
All right.
Exactly, Tex guy. It may be a really good game.
Yeah, remember Houston.
Anyway, next up on Monday, December 29th, from Protective Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama, the J-Lab Birmingham Bowl, Georgia Southern versus Appalachian State.
I don't know nothing about these two teams. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Appalachian State football. I know absolutely nothing about these guys. I got to just see some common opponents. So Appalachian State's had some really close games. They lost 1 point to Arkansas State. They also beat Marshall by 2 points. James Madison beat them by 48 points, though.
They did get a win against Oregon State, though, which was a huge win.
Well, Old Dominion, Appalachian State only lost to Old Dominion by 3 points.
And then I was looking at Georgia Southern's. They did beat Appalachian State earlier in the year. Georgia Southern did. They beat them 25 to 23. The question is, can Lightning strike twice?
Yeah. This might be a good revenge game.
You know what? I'm going to pick first on this one. Lightning does not strike twice. I've got Appalachian State by 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
Georgia Southern apparently played these guys. Was it twice? No, that's
No,
Georgia. That's a
No.
different team. Okay, no. Georgia Southern played them. Yeah, they lost 25-23. I see this as a revenge game. I go Appalachian State by 3 too. Revenge game.
I'm going to go against the grain here. I think Georgia Southern will learn their mistakes. Appalachian State's kind of still on the rebuild after losing some of their key players from the years past. I've got Georgia Southern winning by a touchdown.
so you think Lightning will strike twice? Huh.
I do.
All right. Now moving to the last 3 games that we're going to pick for this week, and that's on Tuesday, December 30th. In the early afternoon game from Independence Stadium from Shreveport, Louisiana, the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, Coastal Carolina versus Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, just saw some Coastal Carolina games. Louisiana Tech, I know a little bit about them guys, but I don't know. I got this pretty even game.
Coastal is not as good as years past, just like Appalachian State. I have Louisiana Tech winning by 9.
I agree with Wolfie. I'm going to say Louisiana Tech by 9.
I was leaning that way, but I just don't know the points. That's the only thing. I guess by 5. Louisiana Tech by 5.
Fair enough. All right. Moving on to the game that I know Wolfie is interested in mostly. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, the Liberty Mutual Music City Bowl. Tennessee Volunteers versus the Illinois Fighting Illini.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there's 2 games that I'm interested in. Actually, 3 games that day that I'm interested in doing a game cast for. I think it's 3 games. It may be only 2 games. But the Tennessee Illinois game, as I've said before, through a short, Jake Merklinger, the backup quarterback, has entered the transfer portal. Chris Brazel, the main wide receiver for Tennessee, has also entered the transfer portal. And then the third halfback for Tennessee has also entered the portal. We already knew about Boo Carter. He was the cancer of the team. He entered the portal back in early November. Aguilar is going to be playing. He's working on a court proceeding to get seventh year of eligibility. And the backup to him is George McIntyre, who was recruited as a 4-star quarterback. So I don't see them struggling there. You got Mike Matthews at receiver. That will be their new main guy. I see Tennessee by 3.
Yeah. You know, I think the Knoxville contingency, University of Tennessee says it's in Nashville. They're going to travel I-40 all the way to Nashville. I just see the Tennessee effect in full effect. I think Illinois, I don't think Illinois fans will travel, but I know the Tennessee fans will. I've got Tennessee by 10 points.
Yeah, I don't know. Wolfie keeps talking me out of me. Like I was like gonna go Tennessee by 11, and then Wolfie keeps telling me this person's going out, and you got me question. I guess I'm just gonna stay with what I have, man. I'm gonna go Tennessee by 11.
All right, and so the nightcap. This is going to be a good one. from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, the Valero Alamo Bowl, number 16 USC versus TCU.
Oh, man. What
So
game?
big-
Yeah.
Keep in mind, TCU starting quarterback Hoover is in the portal.
Yeah.
TCU's on their backup quarterback.
Yeah,
I
we got to
would
go
say-
USC then.
even though it's a home, pretty much a home game in a way for TCU without their starting quarterback, I just don't know how their spread offense can keep up with USC. I got USC by at least 10 points.
Yeah, I got USC by 15.
I got USC by 21, and Miava is going to have 250 plus yards.
That's not a bad bonus pick. All
Yeah,
right.
what did Wolfie, what'd you pick on that Tennessee game?
I said Tennessee by 3.
Damn, and I went 11.
All right. That concludes our bowl picks.
Oh, then the Vanderbilt Iowa game must be Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so then, yeah, Tennessee, Illinois will definitely be a game cast. And for Jeff and Brett, the Iowa Vanderbilt game will also be a game cast. The only other one that I'm contemplating for this upcoming week will be the Michigan-Texas game, and I think that's the same day. But we can figure that out later.
Yeah, it's in the afternoon.
I know Tex guy would want me to do that game, but
Right.
we'll see how it goes.
All right, so
Yeah, we're going to do a simulcast for Tex too on the Puppy Bowl. We're going to do that.
all right, so and you so that wow, we made good time on that.
Well, to be fair, we didn't have any arguing this time.
That's what
Yeah.
was nice. I like that because now these guys will just send their picks in through the messenger.
All right, so
I got to
So
go
I-
do tickets after this.
shall I go ahead?
Just a quick score update for everybody. Louisville is leading Toledo right now, but only by 4. It's 7-3 with 12 seconds to go till halftime.
All right. Anyway,
So what's the score?
It is
7-3.
Louisville 7, Toledo 3,
Wow.
12 seconds to go to halftime.
Oh, on the USC TCU game, Tex guy says USC wins.
Yep.
Yep, definitely.
Shall I go ahead and wrap it up there, Wolf?
Yeah, because the playoffs ain't until the next week, the quarterfinals. So yeah, we are good to go. It looks like. I don't think there was anything else I was gonna mention.
Nobody neither. All right. You have been listening to the Football Pick'em Show, brought to you by Dubby. Save 10% at checkout when you use the order code Sports with Wolfie. We would like to wish, on behalf of the panel, we would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas, and we hope you have a good Christmas with your families. For Ted and for Wolf, this is Brett Alt saying Merry Christmas, good night, and goodbye.
And the wolf is out of here.